Hello dear students, this is Faridullah Mazai, one of mathematics lecturer in Turkey Maarif Foundation. Dear students, as we studied in our previous videos, standard equation of circle, which was x minus a square plus y minus b square is equal to r square. In this equation, a and b are coordinate of center of the circle, and x and y is coordinate of a point on the circumference of a circle, and r is radius of the circle. So, also we studied the equation for those circles that have center at the origin or at x or y axis. Look at here, x square plus y square is equal to r square is an equation for those circles that have center at the origin. And x minus a square plus y square is equal to r square is equation for those circles that have center on x-axis. And x square plus y minus b square is equal to r square is an equation for those circles that have center on y-axis. So today we are gonna study equations of circles that are tangent to axis. In here we have three cases. First case, equation of circles that are tangent to x-axis. Second case, equation of circles that are tangent to y-axis. And third case, equation of circles that are tangent to both axes. So, firstly, equation of circles that are tangent to x-axis. Look at here, look at this shape in here. This circle is tangent to x-axis. In here, a can be any number because this circle can place here, 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 everywhere. So a can be any number, but b is always equal with r. Why? Because from origin up to center of this circle we have b, and also from circumference of this circle up to center of the circle we have r. So this distance is equal with this distance. So we can say that absolute value of b is equal with r in here. So when we substitute instead of r, b in our standard equation, we will get this equation, which is x minus a square plus y minus b square is equal to b square. This equation is for those circles that have that are tangent to x-axis. Second case, equation of circles that are tangent to y-axis. In here you can see that this circle is tangent to y-axis, and also you can see that in here b can be any number because this circle can place everywhere. And a is equal with r. Why? Because you can see in here from origin up to center of the circle we have a, and from the circumference of this circle up to center of the circle we have r. So this distance is equal with this distance. Now if we put instead of r in here a, in our standard equation instead of r when we put a, we will get this equation, which is equation for those circles that are tangent to y-axis. Third case, equation of circles that are tangent to both axes. In here you can see that in every quadrant we have different centers. Why? Look at the first quadrant. In here the center is a and b. So you can see that a is positive at the first quadrant and b is also positive at the first quadrant. So instead of a and b we can write r. Also in second quadrant, in here you can see centers a and b. In second quadrant, a is negative. Here you can see a is negative, which is r is equal to absolute value of a equal with absolute value of b. So instead of a and b we can write r and r. So a is negative, so we can write in here minus r, and b is positive, so we can write in here positive r. So instead of this center we can write this center. Also in third quadrant, a and b both of them are negative, so you can write minus r and minus r. In fourth quadrant, a is positive and b is negative, so you can say that the center is r and minus r. So in here we can see that both these four centers are different according to their signs. So for each of this quadrant we have different equations. For first quadrant we can say that instead of a and b, when I put r in our standard equation, you will get this equation, x minus r square plus y minus r square is equal to r square. For our second quadrant we can write x plus r square plus y minus r square is equal to r square. For third quadrant, x plus r square plus y plus r square is equal with r square. For fourth quadrant, x minus r square plus y plus r square is equal with r square. So these are four equations for these four quadrants. We get both these four equations from our standard equation, which was this one. So now, dear students, I'm gonna solve some examples in these equations. First example, find the equation of the circle which is tangent to x-axis and whose center is 3 and minus 4. So look at here, center of the circle is 3 and minus 4. It means that A is equal with 3 and also B is equal to minus 4. So now let's write the standard equation of the circle. We have that x minus a square plus y minus b square is equal with r square. So in here we have a and b, but we don't have r in here. So from the equation we know that the circle is tangent to x-axis. When the circle is tangent to x-axis, on that time we know that r is equal with absolute value of b, which is equal with absolute value of 4. So in this case r is equal with 4. Now I am going to substitute the value of r, a and b in this equation. So it will be x minus a is equal with 3, x minus 3 whole square plus y minus b, b is equal with minus 4, minus 4 whole square is equal with r square, r is equal with 4 square. So now I am going to simplify this equation. X minus 3 square plus y minus times minus 4 is equal with plus 4. Plus 4 square is equal with 4 square. This is the equation for which circle? For this circle whose center is 3 and minus 4. Second example. Find the equation of the circle whose tangent to y-axis and whose center is minus 3 and 1. So again, look at here, center is minus 3 and 1. So in here a is equal with minus 3 and also b is equal with 1. Now I am going to write our standard equation, which is x minus a square plus y minus b square is equal with r square. So in here we have a and b, but we don't have r. So we know that when the circle is tangent to y-axis, on that time absolute value of a is equal with r. So a is equal with minus 3. So absolute value of minus 3 is equal with r. Absolute value of minus 3 is equal with 3. 3 is equal with r. Now I am going to substitute a, b and r in this standard equation. We will get x minus a. Now instead of a we have minus 3, x minus minus 3 whole square plus y minus, instead of b we have 1. Y minus 1 square is equal with r square. R is equal with 3 square. When we simplify this equation, we will have x plus 3 square plus y minus 1 square is equal with 3 square. This is the equation for which circle? For this circle whose center is minus 3 and 4. Third example. Find the equation of the circle whose tangent to both axes with circle 2 and minus 2. So in here, center is 2 and minus 2. It means that a is equal with 2 and b is equal with minus 2. Now I am going to write standard equation, which is x minus a square plus y minus b square is equal with r square. We have a and b, but we don't have r in here. So we know that when the circle is tangent to both axes, on that time absolute value of a is equal with absolute value of b is equal with r. So a and b are 2 and minus 2. So r is equal with 2. Now I am going to substitute these three values in this equation. We will get x minus a is equal with 2 square plus y minus b is equal with minus 2 whole square is equal with r square. R is equal with 2 square. When we simplify this one, x minus 2 square plus y plus 2 square will be equal with 2 square. This is the equation which is tangent to both axes. So dear students, this was our today's lesson. If you have any question about our lesson, you can comment us. Also, if you have any suggestion about our videos, also you can comment us below. And also, if you didn't subscribe our channel up to now, please subscribe it. Goodbye.